Hey Reddit.
What is the most embarrassing non-porn item someone could find on your computer?
We have less than 1,000 subscribers. Get us to 1,000 for more daily content.
Search history of words I should know the definition of but don't.
My search history showing, how the frick do you spell restaurant? 57 times.
Sometimes I like to osculate words into conversation even when I'm not really sure what they mean.
My resume.
Or haha chin up, pal. Resumes can always get better.
I've been working on mine. The jobs I'm applying to have nothing to do with what I've done. I just want any job I can get my hands on that I can do without thought. I just want a part-time so I can still keep up with my home life. It's so damn hard and depressing.
My calculator history.
8 plus 9.
Google search for 13 plus 4.
Early I spent a good couple minutes arguing with myself about whether 75 is indeed 35.
I have notes of something I should have said in an argument for me to win it.
One of them involves the jerk store, doesn't it?
At least 5 downloads of the same syllabus. Per class. Per semester.
2020 class syllabus 3231.
I can relate to that on a galactical level.
Club Penguin fanfiction from 2009.
Ha! I bet many people have similar answers. But the Club Penguin aspect greatly elevates this one.
Op said non-porn.
How do you spell soil? Soil, soul, word for fancy mud.
You called.
Pro tip, if you can remember a synonym. Look up, synonym here thesaurus. And thesaurus.com or dictionary.com thesaurus section. Whatever it is, will likely be able to help you find it.
My dream journal.
Was your teacher George Lopez?
I once searched Lebanese because I was curious how this very American-looking Lebanese girl I was crushing on looked compared to a more traditional Lebanese woman. Flash forward a few weeks and my friends are over. I run upstairs to grab something. Come back down and they thought I had been jerking it to just elderly Lebanese women on Google Images. They then keep scrolling and find a search for, I think my best friend might be gay. What's funny is the group wrongly guessed who I thought my best friend was.
Sounds like an episode from a sitcom.
As an Arab I can't tell difference between Lebanese girls versus Americans. Like I worked in a store in USA for few months and this girl came every day to buy smokes. Until one day she asked me, "What's your name?" but in Arabic. And I'm like, how do you even speak Arabic? Until she said she Lebanese.
A 1-minute WAV file of me singing Unchained Melody on our family PC's desktop when I was 8.
I'm sorry. I thought they said embarrassing things. Not amazing things.
Fanfiction.
Same. I'm cringing by myself to myself thinking of my horrific writings of yesteryear.
This brings back bad memories when I wrote a 12-chapter fanfic of me and my crush. Then people found out.
My Reddit account.
What? You? Dick nipples? No way.
My Neopets account information and 700 screenshots from Neopets.
Oops. I forgot I have this too. Also, I think I have a million sim screenshots somewhere from 10 years ago.
My Word doc titled Passwords with all my passwords.
Have you considered renaming it Not Passwords? Thus providing a brilliant misdirection were anyone to look at your computer?
McAfee antivirus.
Lol, more like McAfee virus.
All the stupid crap I bought from Amazon over the last 6 months.
My collection of weird photos I have of myself.
This sounds great. I bet lots of people have a similar collection.
I write stories on and off and have tons of character sheets saved in my notes. I know it's really tame but I'm super self-conscious of my writing LMAO.
Same. When I'm writing I tilt my laptop screen down. Even in my own home and I'm completely alone. They're gonna see my writings. Who are they? I don't know, just them.
I used to write short stories recreationally, and one thing they don't prepare you for is the random and kind of suspicious stuff you end up Googling because you're writing a scene and are suddenly unsure if it makes sense to reality. I would Google everything from, "Does it snow in Georgia?" to, "How much blood can you regularly take from someone without them getting sick or dying?"
My Penguins of Madagascar fanfiction.
Give me the gun, Rico.
Finally, a fanfic I can get on board with.
A game of The Sims in which I made all of my friends and micromanaged their lives like a little puppet show. I know I'm not the only one. But still, having to explain why I have very purposefully made certain people hook up would not reflect well on me. I suspect, especially given that their longtime partner didn't make the "let's include you in the game" cut.
That's some the collector level stuff.
Ha ha ha, I hear you. I did a thing once when I was bored where I just made all my friends in the game. And just let them do whatever to see what happened. Because I thought it would be amusing. My friends didn't, and instead thought it was a really fucking weird thing to do. For some reason.
Removed.
Op said non-porn. Kissing is pornographic. 11:1. Side note. I don't blame you for leaving them unfinished. Drawing people kissing is oddly hard.
It's my phone but my notes app.
Same. So much same.
I wrote a Winnie the Pooh fanfiction called The 100-Acre Hood. It mostly involved Pooh's raging diabetes and his incessant for medical-grade honey. The bees committed many acts of police brutality.
They said embarrassing, not groundbreaking.
Would you be willing to send me that? That sounds like a fantastic read.
I have a folder on my desktop called Little Boy Pictures. It's all stuff related to a project I did on the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, I swear. Did freak out my entire class when I ran my laptop off the projector.
Well, my Sims 4 screenshots folder was exposed in front of my art teacher like 3 days ago. Of course, the pic you see on the folder was 2 of my Sims vigorously kissing.
Junior year of high school, I went through a tortured writer poet phase where I had an emo look and wrote terrible poetry that I posted on my Xanga. Here is an album of some pictures I have saved from back then. Which were all MySpace Xanga profile pictures, of course. Those are pretty embarrassing on their own. But even more embarrassing than that is the shizzy poetry I wrote back then. Here is a screenshot of a folder with some of my poetry from back then to give you an idea of how cringy it was.
Kudos to you for actually showing us.
I am insensitive.
I keep a file on everyone I have met more than 3 times. This includes every picture in which they appear and every recollection of dialogue between us. Along with a short time-stamped summary of every interaction we have had. People would think I'm either a serial killer or a spy if they found this folder.
Why do you do this?
This is actually really impressive.
My art from 2016 to 2018.
Why that period? Specifically?